friends. Oh, I'm looking at Twitter. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do a little bit more DOM testing library work. In particular, I am actually curious why I've got an X there. It should be, yeah, that's not good. And I bet I know what it is too. Yep, there it is. Okay, maybe that's the thing I should work on first. Our wait for element tests are like way confusing and don't pass most of the time. So I think I may need to rewrite those. So let's check out master really quick. And I only have like 50 minutes before I want to go anyway, so this might just be the thing I need for the time. So I'm going to say wait for, here, let's actually wait for element, old, wait for element.js. What? .js. Okay, cool. So wait for elements. Let's import wait for element from wait for element. And let's just take a look. Yeah, so we'll probably want to use render also. So we're going to have a test here. Actually, I might need render into document also. And we'll say, I don't know, the waits for element to appear. Yep, okay, so then we're going to have, and actually, did I get the render? Yeah, I have re-render there too, so I can do that. So we'll get re-render equals render div. So let me just double check that whatever it was is not. Sorry, I just that's a good idea. Got a feedback from somebody on this pull request actually. This one. Yeah, making it more useful. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so we're gonna get re-render back from that, and this is gonna be async, and yeah, okay. And then we're going to get our promise equals wait for element, get by test ID div, and we're gonna get that from render, get by test ID, and we'll wait the promise for our element, wait the promise, but then we're gonna set timeout, where we'll re-render div data test ID div, and we'll expect the element to be, and actually let's, no, we've already got it, to be, yeah, we'll just say truthy. Okay, cool, so that should pass. Oh, yes, thank you, Ivan. I forgot to set my live stream. Much better. I should just remember that when it is comfortable for me, then it's probably not good for you. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna wait for element.js. We just run the one that we care about. 8 snapshots obsolete. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's from the old. Okay, we'll just get rid of them. Okay. Unable to find element by data test ID div. Oh, that's right. Wait for element. We need to pass our container in a specified container. There we go. We're going to do something. Waits for element to appear in, or waits for, yeah, in the document. And so here we'll render into document. And I'm going to go in here. We'll do function clean up, where this is a document, body, inner, HTML equals empty string. I don't know if that'll actually clean things up, but it'll make me feel a little bit better. So we'll say after or before, nope, after each cleanup. Okay. And then here we won't specify a container, render it right into the document to be in the, oops. Render is not a function. So we're going to need to do this same magic here. I wonder if we could just I wonder if we could return render HTML container document.body. I think that should work. Hopefully it works for the other ones. Let's just run them all. Sweet. Good going. Wait for for element.js. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stand up for a sec. Okay. Okay. Sweet. So I just noticed that my you can kind of see my green screen now thanks to the chair. That's unfortunate. Here, hold on. You can still sort of see it. Huh, that's weird. I wonder what happened, what changed. Let me just adjust the white balance a little bit, maybe. Huh, that's weird. Okay, well, whatever. Green screens, man. Oh, I'll tell you what, not fun. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to run watch with coverage turned on so I can keep tabs on coverage. So let's see. Go to code, DOM testing library, coverage, lcover port, and wait for element. Neat. We're probably getting that from all of the other files, all the other tests. Let's just see, wait for element.js. Okay. Interesting. We see that's saying 0%, which is unexpected. Yeah, it's not finding any files. Huh, that's super weird. Okay, I was kind of hoping to be able to use the coverage report to guide my tests, but looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. That's super weird. I do this all the time. Wait for element. Okay, well, let's just look at the code to guide my tests. What are our things? So we want to be able to test the, well, we got a container test. We need a timeout test. So let's have one test times out, or can time out. Say just use fake timers, just use real timers as a cleanup, and we'll say just advance timers by time. Yeah, we'll say 4600, and we'll wait for element promise equals that thing. Expect promise wait, I guess. Rejects to or row to throw blah. Timed out and wait for element. Timed out. Cool, cool, that's good. So we can time out, test, can specify our own timeout time. We'll do something very similar. It'll be an async thing, but we'll do, yeah, we'll do 4600, yeah. We'll say timeout is 47. So how do I ensure that it has, by this time it has not, so not rejects? It doesn't reject or resolve, I guess. That's what I'm looking for. Promise is still pending. Promise status, I think is what it is. State. Okay, object keys. Okay, browser. New promise. RX. Oh. X equals new promise. Okay, console dir. Okay, I have an idea. Let's do const handler equals just function promise dot then handler, and we'll expect handler not, or nope, that won't work either. Handler, I guess. So it's not rejected or resolved, I guess is what that's saying. To have been called times, we'll do to have been called times 0. Okay. And then we'll advance again by another 150. And yeah, okay. That should work. Oh, and not, there we go. Sweet, okay, that works. Okay, so advance beyond the default, and their promise was neither rejected nor resolved. Advance beyond our specified timeout. Timed out. Sweet. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, so we've got the timeout now, mutation, observer options. You know what? I'm honestly not super concerned about testing those. So we're just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna leave that one. I'm not gonna worry about testing that. We'll just let the observer handle those. Okay, so, on done. Okay, so I think we may have gotten it. We have the timeout situation on mutation. I think we may not be going into the error state, so no, we are, because this get by test ID is going to throw. So we get into that error state, and then we get into, okay, let's do test throws last thrown error. So we'll just copy some of this stuff. Actually, we'll do this one. And this needs to be async. Okay, so I'm gonna say timeout. Nope. We're gonna use just fake timers again. And we'll use real ones here. And here we'll say set timeout. And this one, we're gonna say throw new error. First error. Second error. Or wait, let error. There we go. We'll assign that, and then we'll throw error and get rid of that. We will expect, we'll want to await this. Promise rejects error to throw error. Actually, you know what? I think this is kind of messed up. We need to actually mutate the DOM for this callback to be called. So, re-render div first, div second. Okay, and this is actually going to be const second error. No, that's fine. Fine as it was. Second. Okay, get rid of that. So the DOM is mutated. This is going to be after 200 milliseconds. And say just dot advance timers by time. Actually, you know what? This is fine. We'll just use regular, and we'll just make this shorter, like a 10 and a 20. Are you writing tests for a testing library? I am indeed. Okay. Oh, whoops. We need to do this on multiple lines because you can't do that yet. That will be a feature of JavaScript eventually. And it's waiting for the full. Huh. I wonder why it waited the whole time. Oh, let's do a timeout of 50. Cool. Nice. Okay. Let me just think if there's anything else. Let's follow the code path. So set timeout, we do an on timeout, and eventually we get to here. We get to the last error, or we just get a regular timeout on wait for element. We have both of those cases. We do specify our own timeout. Our mutation handler is definitely called, And it's called when we actually do get a result as well as throwing an error. And also not having or returning null as well. So that works too, I think. Let's just do one test really quick. That's similar to this one. That is only let's see. Does not return null. Yeah, or works if he waits until callback does not return null. There we go. And to do that, we'll just do query by test ID. And that'll work too. Sweet. Okay, so that handles the if result else case. And on done, we handle all that. And we reject and resolve. Sweet, I think we're good. Isn't that, so getting some comments here, isn't that confusing to think about? It made me think, does say Jest use Jest for testing Jest? Yes, actually it does. You want to see? Jest, Facebook/Jest, there we go. So if we go in here, you're going to find jest.config.js right there at the root. So this is, yeah, test path ignore patterns. That's interesting. We've got watch plugins. That's kind of cool. Projects, rootdir and rootdir/examples. Yep, so Jest uses itself to test itself. Pretty fun. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and I want to delete the old ones because they were very fakey. Let's just make sure that this is, and actually, it occurs to me that I can combine these two. I'm going to go down here. And here we'll say just use fake timers and just use real timers. Is that not right? Use real timers? Why am I getting no unreachable? Oh, because we're returning. Okay, you know what? I actually am fine with the way it was before. So, question, how many tests do we have? Good question. We can find out. If we run npm or coverage, we run all the tests, we'll get a report, the test summary thing. And we're missing some coverage, so that's good. But we have 182 tests in this testing library. It's fine. Okay, so let's find out why. I'll just run this in watch mode again. I'm going to refresh here. We're missing it in wait. Aha. Yeah, actually, you know what? We're using wait for expect. But I kind of don't want to use wait for expect. I feel like we've had a couple issues reported on it, and the philosophy in regard to just fake timers, kind of disagree with, I think. Okay, and there's potential vulnerabilities, which is fun, but yeah, whatever. To be in range. I don't even know what that's there for. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, see, it's like not a whole lot of code. And I feel like, and we're pulling date off of window or global, and that's been a problem. Used to avoid just fake timers and date now mocks. I guess, okay, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Anyway, we do need to provide wait with nothing to get 100% code coverage. And I'm gonna get rid of an obsolete snapshot file too. Okay, so wait, test, wait defaults to a noop callback. So we'll say await, wait, async, expect. Well, I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Our value equals promise.resolve value. Expects value to be, or that resolves. Let's see. Then value equals v. There we go. Let. Okay. Expect value to be value. There we go. That should work. Sweet. So all this is saying is this is just going to wait till the next tick of the event loop, and because we queue this event or this promise handler before or in this event loop, it's going to wait to the next tick of the event loop, and then we should have run by then. We could also do const spy equals just, here, let's do it this way, just function, and we'll just do spy, or we'll rename this to handler. Then we'll expect handler to have been called times once. And we can just do that. Sweet. Okay, now let's run that with the coverage, and hopefully that'll leave us with 100%. Boom. Not 100%. We are still missing somewhere right here. These two files. Wait for elements is missing, and query helpers is missing. So let's do wait for element, because that's the one we've been working on. Another question. Do you hate semicolons? No. But I don't like them. So there you go. You can read all about how I feel about semicolons on my blog. Okay, so, oh yeah, wait for element requires a callback as the first parameter. So let's just do test throws error if no callback is provided. And we'll async await expect wait for element to, or rejects to throw callback. Okay, that failed. It did not throw. That's interesting. That's weird. Hey there, Carlike Mike Regent. I'm not sure why this is not throwing. Tony loves how I resolve the semicolon argument / discussion. This is why I write blog posts, so I don't have to say the same thing over and over again. Okay, so we're gonna run the test in watch mode again, and we're gonna do wait for element, this one, and we're gonna run throws, boom. Okay, so now we can console log callback. Okay, it's undefined, cool, and it's undefined still, and it's undefined still, and it should reject. Why is it not rejecting? Huh. Am I using this wrong? No, rejects to throw. That is correct. It did not throw. Okay, let's try this. Okay, yeah. Wait for blah 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 blah. Received function did not throw. Wait for element. Wait. Return after the reject. Yes. That is probably prudent. How do you search for tests in the terminal? That was cool. Let me show you. It is just watch type ahead. And this is actually installed by default in React scripts, or in, create React app React scripts, but that's what enables that. It's pretty sweet. Used to be built into Jest, but it's no longer built into Jest. Okay, so at least we're hitting the right code. The code that I think we should be hitting is, yeah, we're getting there. Here, I think. Reject. We are rejecting that promise for sure. I know it. So FR3FOU is asking what's the most breaking bug. Like, I can't believe I didn't notice this. Oh no, that I found thanks to testing. I don't know. The thing is, like, when you're testing, those things just get, like, you don't realize how serious they could have been often. I don't know. That's not very helpful. Sorry. Yeah, that's not helpful. I can't remember. What is going on? Why is this? We're rejecting. We are literally rejecting. We're expecting that to reject. Okay, we're just gonna try. Catch. Whoops. Go. This should not happen. Expect error. I don't know. No, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Expect that to reject. What happened to this world that I live in? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is one that's working, or actually, this one's a small one that is working. We're gonna take that, and we're gonna just rename this to that, or we'll just do this. Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. Okay, cool. So then if we get rid of this, receive function did not throw. Interesting. Why didn't it throw? Wait for element. Console log. Rejecting. I am totally lost. We're calling the reject function in our promise callback. New error. Should do that anyway because it should be a stack trace. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so those, yeah, that should be what we do anyway. Yeah, we reject it there with a new error. And actually we should do the same thing here. No, we don't need a callback for this one. And that, okay. So that was the problem. All right, good. So then we can say this, that, and the other. Boom. And call back. There we go. Now, let's see what coverage can give us this time. Isn't reject different from throw, or am I wrong? Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, so reject, okay, so in async await, if you throw, then like once you put async on a function, that instantly turns it into a promise returning function, and any errors that happen in that callback are going to be, or in that function, are going to reject the promise. In a promise, okay, I just closed code, bummer. Okay, good thing code opens up pretty fast, not like the IDEs of yesteryear. So in a promise, if you call reject, then that rejects the promise as well. So the reason that this wasn't working is because I guess dot rejects to throw expects it to be an error object. It can't just be a string, apparently. Okay, so we are still missing some coverage. Let's find out where it is. Right there. Query helpers. Aha. In debug DOM. Yes, very good. I'm not sure how that changed. The old tests, I guess, apparently tested that somehow. So let's go to, we're in query helpers, queries, helpers. Is that what this is? Oh, that's what this is. No. Okay. Okay, I guess we're going to make a new one. Query helpers.js. And we'll import, yeah, debug DOM. Yeah, okay. We'll import debug DOM from query helpers and test that window equals HTML element owner document and owner document default view or undefined. Okay. We'll just have a test for Cypress, I guess. I don't know. Well, we want undefined, so that would be like node. All right, let's debug DOM returns nicely formatted string for DOM node, or a DOM node. All right, debug DOM document.create element div string. Okay, so then we're gonna run the test. Okay, and we're gonna do query helpers. And we can expect string to match inline snapshot. Whoops. And it's gonna look ugly. Okay, let's just see what that did for us, I guess. Okay, the HTML element owner document, we could just pass, I guess we could probably pass document. Or I'm kind of thinking maybe this is just an Istanbul ignore situation. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I don't need to make things complicated or weird. We get pretty good coverage as it is. I'm not too worried about that edge case there. Or next. There we go. FR3FOU asks, do I touch type? I think by touch type you mean like not look at my hands when I'm typing and just feel the keyboard, know where I am. Those little two bumps on F and J. Yes, I do touch type. Something that pretty much everybody learned in school when I was in junior high. And I remember being really fast and I would get ahead of everybody. And then the teacher would be like, okay, now everybody, we're going to jump ahead to, 6 lessons or whatever because we're all falling behind. And I'm like, I'm already ahead of that. That's that humble brag in me. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Typing fast, I think is a valuable skill. What is Istanbul and snapshots? Okay, so snapshots basically allows you to serialize some value, and it will check the serialized value again. So you actually save it to a file, or in let's see, to match inline. Do I have? Yeah. Or you can actually even do an inline where Jest will actually update your code for you. So I didn't actually write this string, Jest updated it for me. And it makes it really nice so that I can update things really easily. I don't know. If you really want to get into things, go to testingjavascript.com and you can purchase the testing course and you'll learn all kinds of things. Istanbul, that's this tool. And it's a coverage tool. It allows you to track coverage of your project to see if you are running all the lines of your code or what lines of your code you are running in your tests. And so on my open source stuff, I always have 100% code coverage because it's typically pretty easy to do that. Okay, we're going to add all this stuff, commit, chore, tests, improve, tests, and we gotta go here, get rid of this thing. We don't need that. Excuse me. Okay, so I actually want to improve this test as well, because yeah, this is kind of confusing, and yeah, I think that was the last one that I kind of really think we should change significantly. Let me just double check. Oh, we do have a pretty dumb testing already. Okay. Cool. And helpers. What is this class thing all about? Oh, okay. Interesting. And yeah, I didn't write all the code in these projects. I wrote most of it. Hold on a second. So, I took my sons to pick up groceries this morning, and I have a 3-year-old who's potty training right now. And so I had to hurry off when we got home. I had to hurry and get him to use the bathroom. And while I was doing that, my older son, he's 5, almost, like 5.5, he put all of the groceries away for us. He's very helpful, likes to help out a lot. And now my wife is like, hey, do you know where such and such thing is? And, no, I don't actually. I did not put the groceries away. So he may not have put everything away exactly where we normally do. So that's fun. Okay, so let's see about cleaning up the test for wait for DOM change. This one actually should be quite a bit simpler. Eduardo says, hey, first time following you live. Oh, thank you. That's super nice. All right, cool. So let's rewrite the wait for DOM test, DOM change. We'll do to old, make a wait for DOM. Why is that happening? DOM change.js. And okay, and we're gonna get rid of this thing. Okay. So let's consider the use cases here. Whoever wrote these tests, I can't remember who it was, but whoever wrote them was focused on the implementation detail and not on the use cases, and that's where things tend to fall over in testing that I found. So while it's helpful sometimes to look at the implementation to consider what am I missing, what I have, it's more important to think about the use cases. So actually lots of our use cases are we can borrow from wait for element, because lots of these we have to check out. Yeah, like we can specify a timeout, and yeah, we don't throw any errors, and we don't manage a callback. So yeah, we'll just skip those, but lots of these are going to be the same. So with that, instead of wait for element, I'm going to say wait for DOM change. Say wait for DOM change. Waits for the DOM to change in the document. Okay, so this is going to render into the document. Wait for DOM change. Does not accept any arguments. Well, it doesn't accept a callback anyway. And we can get rid of this. We can get rid of that. Wait for DOM change. We're going to say container as an option here. Wait for DOM change. No. Wait for DOM change. There we go. And I just saved the file, but we're not ready to save the file yet. Okay. Oh, and we don't need to be in the document. We're not going to get a thing there anyway. Yeah, there we go. That should work. And we don't need to assert on anything we get back because it doesn't resolve to anything. Here, and actually, maybe we can resolve. We can say await promise to be falsy or resolves. There we go. That should work because it doesn't resolve to anything. Okay, but it did receive something. Wait for DOM change. Maybe it does resolve. Resolve, result. Result is the thing that comes back from, it's our mutation list. It's the thing that mutated. Okay, that's interesting. Resolves to be, our, yeah, mutation object. Okay, const mutation result equals await promise to match inline snapshot. Let's just see what it does with that. Okay, that's probably too much. We haven't added nodes. Okay, so we removed a node. And we added a node. There are 2 changes. What if we do container, container.first child dot set attribute ID foo. And we'll save that. That busts our snapshot. Let's update the snapshot automatically. And we'll get our mutation result. So we didn't add anything. We have an attribute name and the target, and the type is attributes. Sweet. Okay, and that's fine. I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, Carlike, when you see what I just did, because we're 15 seconds apart, you'll know, oh yeah, good idea. It was a good idea. Good idea. All right, so we're going to do the same thing in a specified container. Okay, and then we'll take our container here, wait for DOM to change with that container, and it actually should be exactly the same. Sweet. And a can timeout, and we can specify our own timeout time. Nice. All right. Compare that to this thing, and I am much happier about these changes. So now we can get rid of that thing, get rid of that one. And yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so coverage, make sure we didn't miss anything. Sweet, we are solid. I feel much better about these tests now. Now, one other thing I want to do is, I'm not a huge fan of snapshots. I feel like they are way overused. Okay, element queries. Cypress. We throw out error matching. Inline snapshot. I think we could probably make these. No, those are fine. That's fine. Okay. To match that, or to throw error matching snapshot. Feel much better about inline snapshots. But this is starting to get quite long. Hello there from Columbia, Jefferson. To throw error matching snapshot. Inline snapshot. We'll get rid of this. Here we go. Update. So we'll delete that file. Nice. Cool. So then our example. Yeah. Snapshot. Input value. I'm going to change this to fire event.change on the input target value. And snapshot to match inline snapshot. All right, sweet. So we'll get rid of that file. Boom, and it's gone. Now Pretty DOM. We can do inline snapshots for all these also. To match inline snapshot. Very good. We'll update, get rid of that file. Boom, there go our snapshots. Nice. All right, I feel much better about this. Git add, git commit, all the things with chore. Tests, improve tests a bit. And I have a linting problem. There we go. Try that again. Sweet, and we'll push that. And I pushed already, so we should actually have a green build now, I think. Nope. Didn't I push already? I thought I had. Let's take a look at our build. Build history. I guess I hadn't pushed yet, so sweet. So now, once that virtual machine is booted, hopefully our tests will be a lot more reliable because we're no longer doing some weird stuff with timers and stuff. We're still doing some stuff with timers, but we're not doing weird stuff with timers and implementation detail things. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go back to my previous branch. We'll actually, let's check out next, and we'll rebase master. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so we want okay. I don't know how to resolve conflicts, by the way. Oh, snap. Okay. Okay, so the current change. We want the current change because these are the inline snapshots that I want, except current change. Good. All right, sweet. And then these ones, I also want the current change. Okay, except we don't want display value or select text. Oh no, we do want display value. Get by display value. Okay. Okay, and then just delete that. Here, and let's run the test really quick because we might have a snapshot messed up. By value is not defined. By display value. Very good. And get rid of this select text one. Okay. Ta-da! Great. Git add, git rebase, continue. Sweet. Git push force. We're forcing to the next branch. Git checkout PR. What is the PR that I'm doing? I can't remember. Throw git by. Git rebase. Next. Bummer. So we accept the current change. I think I'm gonna have to basically do the same thing over again. Okay, I guess. Okay. Oh, this snapshots file needs to go away. I think that it will now. Good. Okay, cool. Then we delete that. We'll run all the tests just to make sure. Cool. I got another text from my wife. She found it. Oh, good. Okay. Sweet. Git add, git rebase, continue. Okay. Git rebase, continue. git rebase skip, I guess. Okay. And we'll just delete this thing again. Git add, git rebase, continue. Okay, cool. Let's look at the log really quick. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's right. Git push force. Hey, and look, our build is working. Hooray! Very good indeed. And in fact, I think this means we got a new version published. Yep, .2, that fixed a couple of things. Probably got a bunch of emails with all the comments on stuff. Okay, I gotta look at that later. My goodness, do you all realize how many emails I get? It's crazy. Many emails. Okay, so I guess I didn't get the emails that I thought I was going to get. But nonetheless, I think we are squared away with that. So let me take a look at some of the feedback on this PR, which is kind of the thing that I sort of wanted to work on today, but didn't really get a chance to. So I think this is a great idea. The suggestion is if the query APIs like query yeah, so if you say query by text and it returns more than one element, then it should throw. That's kind of what the idea is here. And I kind of feel the same way. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to element queries. I'm going to do some TDD here. Whoops. Get by get throws a useful error message. This is a really big test. I feel like we should probably split it out. Length. Okay. I thought that I added a test for this. Oh, get by errors. I moved it to a different thing. Okay, so we want this to also do query by. So we're just going to do query by. Queries throw an error. Multiple elements are returned. So all these get by. Do query as well. This is going to fail because they do not currently throw an error. So let's make that happen. Go into queries. So here we're going to say first result or null. And I think I want to change this to first result or throw. So we're going to make a new utility here. You know what, I shouldn't start this because I know that if I start this, it's going to take longer and then my wife will be wondering where I am. So we're not going to do this right now. I'm going to pause just with these new tests and we'll pick this back up tomorrow probably. And yeah, I'm going to go hang out with my family now. Just want to refresh and see that X gone. Check mark. Yes, thank you. All right, it was fun. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.